I rise to acknowledge an unfortunate and momentous event for one of the oldest educational institutions in the state of Illinois that's going to take place tomorrow in Elgin. It's about a high school which was established, the Elgin Academy, in 1839. It'll be closing. The Elgin Academy opened its doors some 50 years prior to this building being completed. The school flourished as the nation grew, beginning with President Martin Van Buren. 38 presidents later, the Elgin Academy will be closing. It was chartered as a non-sectarian coeducational college prep school well ahead of its time. They understood the value of a well-rounded educational experience with young men and women attending and learning together. The school has endured and survived the Civil War, marked the end of slavery. The adoption of the 15th Amendment has seen World War I, the Great Depression, World War II, Vietnam. It has survived multiple booms and busts in the economy. It saw women's suffrage movement culminating in the right to vote with the 19th Amendment. It witnessed the rise of the civil rights movement in the 60s. Elgin Academy and its students served in almost every conflict the country has been in. It even survived my attendance, along with my brother, from 1979 to 1983. But what Elgin Academy couldn't survive was their recent decision to incorporate social emotional learning and progressive programs into the educational mix, turning away from their traditional curriculum agendas, teaching Latin, actual science called chemistry, physics, calculus, computer science, art, music, and theater. A few families that have supported the schools included the founding families in the state of Illinois Toolworks, Northern Trust, Motorola, Fisher Nuts, a company that used to be called Sears, Borden Dairy, Edwards Manufacturing, Skoke Industries, Heiko, and for all of you that had a sandwich, a little company called Jimmy John's. Elgin Academy was a true liberal arts school with a campus overlooking the beautiful Fox River. Its building, Old Main, was built in the 1840s, part of Elgin's Historical Society. It's a beautiful campus, which had an art gallery which at one time held works from Picasso and famous artists around the world. For many years, the teachers and administrators understood that their primary focus was not to teach what to think, but how to develop critical thinking and well-rounded students. That's a distinction that I fear is being lost in Illinois' schools today. Students learning from Plato, Socrates, Locke, Burke, Chaucer, Thoreau, Melville, Whitman, and others. Their educational programs included professors from Northwestern University and from the University of Chicago, where they held affiliations. The school was a participant in scholastic and athletic conferences competing around the state with other prestigious schools such as Chicago Latin, Morgan Park Academy, Francis Parker, North Shore Country Day. Elgin Academy had many state championships, but not only in athletics, in academics. Latin championships, Junior Engineering Technical Society. It was a phenomenal place to be educated. The athletic fields overlooked beautiful Lord's Park in Elgin. The school was the oldest high school west of the Appalachian Mountains, and it has filled a need in the Fox River Valley as an exclusive education institution thriving on small preparatory programs. I'll be joining several classmates tomorrow, many members who have enjoyed and thrived in a small education environment focused on classic education, not beholden to mandates of federal or state curriculums. Although, through its entire history, the Academy only graduated about 7,000 students. Many of those have gone on to some of the most prestigious universities in the world and have thrived in business, law, medicine, education, technology, and a few ended up in Springfield. On a personal note, I myself, along with several of my friends, met our spouses while there. And for that, the school always holds a special place in my heart. Finally, evaluating the past few years, I've recognized that leadership is important in all organizations, and that remaining true to the guidelines and spirit of a solid education would have been a proper way to maintain and continue the successful center of learning. I only hope that some will have learned once upon reflection that perhaps remaining true to classic education is a successful strategy. If I could have just your final indulgence one more time, I would like to read into the record for the state of Illinois my school's song, a final tribute to friends, supporters, and educators from the Elgin Academy who made it a place for everyone to strive, even a quiet, shy, underprivileged scholarship kid. And this is how it goes. Academy, we pledge to thee and raise our banner high. We honor thee and loyal be and praise thee to the sky. Let Elgin's sons and daughters stand, united all for thee, and praise our school throughout the land. Long live Academy. Thank you for the indulgence, Mr. Speaker.